I was gonna say I'm Darth Vader, but then it didn't catch on, but that's okay. I have joined the dark side, everyone. I'm sorry. I betrayed the light side. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Alright, so we'll be talking about the circle of influence. So let's talk about people. So what do I actually do? So most people would think, okay, so I stopped hanging around with my negative friends who always pull me down, right? They always like, cause it made me, it made me feel really bad for them. But then again, I have to go in the direction of my dreams to be able to impact you, to be able to impact people for the better. Because I don't want to live that life that they have lived. I remember I was starting out trying to get my message out there, and I didn't know how to do it the right way. And I was trying to be this person who they haven't seen for a while. I have change in front of them, but they didn't know that I have change, right? And they're used to me being funny. Of course, I like being funny. They're used to be being loud and talk. I used to curse a lot, and use me like doing some crazy stuff. But I'm not. I'm still that person. It's just that I don't associate myself with that. Long time ago, it made me hurt inside when uh, my friends, they start liking like I start saying positive stuff on my personal Facebook page. Nobody like it, and there are people who are like, the same thing. Like they miss and they're trying to pull me back where I want me to go, and it made me uncomfortable. And I was like, don't you want to, like, in my head I was like, don't you want a better life? Don't you want to improve? You want to learn? But no, they're too scared. They're so comfortable in their space of circle of friends. So I'm not. I'm doing the thing that make me uncomfortable. I want to surround myself with positive people. And there's where we used to go, like school, right? We School put you in a place where you're surrounded by a bunch of kids who probably don't know more than you do, or who don't know anything. And what happened is you're around in that environment and you don't know the difference because you're hearing opinions from other kids and other people who don't have what you want. You're looking for people who know the road ahead. You want to know. That's why I do interviews, because they know the road ahead of me. I don't know. I'm just beginning, and I don't know the road ahead. So I have to be humble. I have to be flexible with my learning. So I'm seeking not just mentors. If you can't find them in mentors, you can find them in books. You can watch interviews. You can watch a lot of things to know the road ahead. You gotta model success, right? Success leaves clues, people say, or Tony Robbins said, right? And that you have to be able to navigate your life. Most of my friends don't have a lot of good influence in their life. They have bad influence in their life that mold their thinking. For me, I want to see, a lot of people don't like reading books because they were burned out by books, but I want to surround myself with books to be able to uplift me and inspire me to be able to uplift, inspire people to be able to change their mind, because it's about changing your mind. It's changing about your perception of life. Because most of my friends are negative, right? So, and they start talking about negative things, and they complain about it. They don't do anything about it. What's the point of that? And then they usually have negative friends, which impact their life. You know, that's bad. And they're always complaining, yet they don't do anything about it. So yes, I used to have negative friends. I kicked them out, but most people always come back. So I was like, do I want? You have to find someone who you want to be part of and become a venture for you. Because in life you can't do it alone. And in learning, we have to be able to be flexible. Most people, when it comes to learning, they aren't flexible with their learning. When it comes to learning, gotta be very open-minded. Because if you're a close-minded person, you can be, but if you're a close-minded person, what happens is you're closing off all the good ideas, all the good knowledge that could potentially to change your life in an instant, to change your ability to do great in life, to be able to build skills, to be able to change your perception, to change um, your behavior, your results. But the thing is, we are too narrow in finding the people that we are. I'd rather you find someone who know and coach you and see something that you can't see for yourself, right? So that's my point on. And people always like, yeah, how about the adults who are older? Well, I can't really learn from anything from them because they don't know anything, and they're not where I want them, where I wanted to go, because they don't know. The thing is, most adults may have experience, but they don't have the knowledge or the experience that where I wanted to go. You have to find that for yourself, because as you grow older, it gets hard. You start to become a box of all the you start to. What happened is, long time ago, you didn't have a box, right? But then you start to close yourself off and put it into a box, and you start to close off all the good ideas that be able to move you forward in life. And that's what happened to most of my friends and adults. They close themselves into a box, and they're too proud, too they don't listen, and they're not flexible with their thinking. They may think they're flexible, but they never took the time to learn. They never took the time to study. They never took the time to work on themselves, invest in themselves. What they do is invest in dumb crap. I mean, I'm okay with you buying something, it's your hard-earned money. But if you want to change your life, change the people you hang around with. Your friends need to go sometime in order you to become great. If you're trying to get your message out there, if you're trying to become positive influence in the world, you better change your friend, because they will hold you back. They'll waste your time. They'll talk about stupid stuff all the time. Never think positive. Not about growing. Not about. That's what I'm about, right? I'm about positive stuff and fun and creativity, and that we need that. As adults, we need that in our life. We need enjoyment. We need fulfillment. We need things that to inspire us to be able to become the greater us, to pursue the greater us, to pursue the greatness that it's always in us, but we never uh, 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 it never come to the surface. We need to not lock it in, but be able to open it up and to be able to push forward in life and say, yes, this is my time to go, and this is how I want to do. So that's pretty much it. Um, for me, I'm usually I think to be able to find someone who's ahead of me, I think for me, there's a couple of things with those. You can learn from people, but there's a couple of things about mindset. If To find a mentor, or to find a person that you call a mentor or a friend, as you can tell the difference between adults who have graduate college degrees, but they're not open-minded and they're not flexible. You don't want to learn from them. You can learn from them, but usually they'll critique a lot of things from you, what you're doing wrong. You shouldn't do that. You should go to college. No, you want to be able to find someone who's really flexible. First, flexible, open-minded, and have a lot of knowledge, and have the experience and the wisdom that you can guide you there. A lot of people don't have that. Neither does my friends who have that. Good things will happen if you change your influence, your circle of influence. Good things will happen if you change the friends that you have. If you have bad ones, you will have bad life. But if you change your friends of successful or happy, positive, trying to impact the world for the better, then your life will change, and you be able to move forward in life and associate yourself with positive messages, positive books. Les Brown, Bob Proctor, Brian Tracy, Edmund Carmichael, Elliot Host, Eric Thomas, Lewis Howes, Napoleon Hill, whoever it is, the law of attraction, Esther Hick, um, Rob Smart, whoever it is. Make that a habit of seeing them every single day to be able to pick in parts and become part of us, and use that information, use that knowledge for the better, and to be able to give back, to give people hopes and dream back again, to renew their mind, to see the light at the end of the tunnel, because it's shining, it's bright, it can destroy darkness. We got to do that for people. We got to impact, make it happen. Let's go. Boom. I'll see you next time. Oh, subscribe to my channel, like my video, and I'll see you. Bye bye.